Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are doing great today. So today we'll be starting with our very interesting and a very relatable topic, that is geometry. Learning objectives. In this chapter we will learn about understanding the basic concepts of geometry like point, line segment, ray and a plane, angle and its type, triangle and their types, recognizing parallel, intersecting and perpendicular lines, circle and their types. Now let's recall. We have to fill in the blanks to complete these sentences and then go ahead with the revision. Now in the first one, a dash has a beginning but no end. Very good students, that is a ray has a beginning but no end. Now let's look at the geometrical shapes. First is a point. A point has no shape or size. It is just a dot made on paper. It is the smallest geometrical shape. It has no length or breadth. We denote it by a capital letter, say A, B, C, etc. So all the geometrical figures, they are made up of points. So A, B, C, D are some examples of points here. Next is our line segment. When we take 2 points X and Y and when we join them using a ruler, so the figure that you get is a line segment. It is written as XY and X and Y are the endpoints of the given line segment. A line segment can be vertical, horizontal or slanting. It has a fixed length and cannot be extended from any side. Next is a ray. We extend the line segment XY from one end and put an arrow. The figure that you get is a ray. It is written with an arrow on top as XY where X is the endpoint. A ray has one endpoint. It cannot be measured as it can be extended to any length in one direction. Extend the ray XY from the other end also. The figure that you get is a line. Now, thus a line segment extended on both sides is a line. It is written as XY with arrowheads on both sides. A line cannot be measured as it has no endpoints. It extends indefinitely on both sides. Next is a line. A line can be of many types: vertical line, horizontal line, slanting line and a curved line. Now let's look at measuring line segment. To measure the lengths of the segments AB using a ruler, we have to follow these steps. Step 1 says that we have to place the ruler along the line segment AB. Step 2 says that we have to adjust the ruler such that its zero mark coincide with one end of the line segment. Step 3 says that we have to read the mark of the ruler of the other end B of the line segment. Step 4 says that this gives the length of the line segment AB is equals to 6.5 cm in the given figure. Now let's start with drawing line segment. We have to draw a line segment 6.5 cm long. We have to follow the steps. First is we have to mark a point A. Here we mark a point A, students, using a sharp pencil. Then we keep the scale with the 0 at A, holding the scale firmly. Then we will mark a point B, students. Here is our point B against 6.5 cm on the ruler. Now we will join the 2 points A and B on the line segment AB of length 6.5 cm. Now let's start with practice time A, students. We have to draw the following point P. So this is point P, students. In the next one, we have to join the given points to make a line segment and then name the line segments. So this is our line segment AB, students. Next is we have to name the following rays. So this is, very good students, a ray XY. Now here again you have to draw a line segment, then draw two more line segments, that Y as an endpoint, students. Here you will draw a XY line segment, students, and here you will draw another line segment which has Y as its endpoint. Next again you have to draw a line segment and you have to mark a point O between A and B and draw a ray OC. That you have to do it by yourself, students. Next is an angle. What is an angle, students? Angle is a figure that is made by two rays meeting at a common end point. The common end point is called the vertex of the angle and the two rays are the arms of the angle. Now let's start with naming an angle. An angle has one vertex and two arms. Let us now name an angle. An angle is denoted by the symbol. This symbol, students. An angle is named in two ways, as using a single letter, for example angle E, or using three capital letters with vertex in the middle, that is angle DEF or angle FED. Now let's look at the interior and exterior of an angle. The arms QP and QR of triangle angle PQR go on indefinitely, and the shaded portion between these arms can also be extended indefinitely. The point lying inside the angle forms the interior of the angle and the point lying outside the angle forms the exterior of the angle. In the given figure, point D and F are in the interior of angle PQR, points E and Z are in the exterior of angle PQR. Now let's start with the types of angle. Acute angle, an angle whose measure is more than 0 but less than 90 degrees, an acute angle. Here is an example of acute angle, students. Next is a right angle. This is a right angle, students. An angle whose measure is exactly 90 degree. So PQR is equals to 90 degree is an example of right angle, students. Next is our obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 but less than 180 is an obtuse angle, students. Straight angle, an angle whose measure is 180 and is called a straight angle. Here angle XYZ is 180 degree, that is equals to straight angle, students. Next is our reflex angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 180 but less than 360 degree is called a reflex angle, students. Now next is our complete angle. This is our complete angle, students. An angle whose measure is 360 degree is called a complete angle. Now let's start with the practice time B, students. And the first one, we have to name all the angles in the figures given below. So in the first one, what will be the angle, students? Very good. Angle NXA, and second one is very good, students, that is angle AXM. Now next is our, we have to name the angles shown in the following figure. Classify them as acute, obtuse, straight or right. So first one is very good, students, that is an acute angle. Now let's start with the triangle. A triangle is a polygon formed by three line segments as its side. The point of the intersection of two sides is called a vertex, students. Now let's look at the types of triangle. Triangles are classified into two ways. One is on the basis of angle, that is a right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle and acute angle triangle. Right angle triangle is a triangle with one right angle, is called a right angle triangle. So triangle XYZ, here Y is the right angle. In obtuse angle triangle, a triangle with one obtuse angle is called an obtuse angle triangle. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is an obtuse angle, students. Next is acute angle triangle. A triangle with all three angles acute is called an acute angle triangle. In this triangle, angle D, angle E and angle C all are acute angles. Now let's look at on the basis of their sides, equilateral triangle. A triangle with three sides equal is called an equilateral triangle. In triangle LMN, all the three sides are equal, students, and also all the three angles, that is angle M, angle N and angle N, all three are equal. Next is our isosceles triangle. A triangle with two equal sides is called an isosceles triangle. It has two equal angles in triangle ABC. AB is equals to AC and angle B is equals to angle C. Next is our scalene triangle. A triangle having all sides of different length is called a scalene triangle. This is a scalene triangle, students. Next is our practice time C. Name the following triangle. So first one is very good, students. This is right angled triangle. Now let's look at the measurements of angle. By measurement of angle, we mean the amount of rotation or turning. Just as there are standard unit of length, area, weight, etc., there are also standard unit of measurement of angles. The standard unit of measurement of angles is a degree. The symbol for degree is, this is the symbol of degree, students. The angle formed by one complete rotation measures 360 or 360 degree. Look at the following example. The drawings on the next page shows angle of 40 degree, 150 degree and 270 degree. Here is a 40 degree angle, 150 degree angle and a 270 degree angle. Always remember, students, one complete rotation is divided into 360 equal parts and the measure of one part is called the 1 degree. Always know your skill, students. You have to count the number of triangles in the given figure and how many of them are right angle triangle, that you also have to count. Now look at the following clock, students. These are the angles made by the minute hand and the hour hand. The hand of a clock turns from one position to another as it changes its direction. This change of direction or turning can be represented by drawing two arrows from one point. The picture alongside shows one complete rotation. Always note, students, the least amount of turning that brings the hand back to its starting position is called one complete rotation. In example number 1, if a circle is divided into 20 equal parts, what will be the measure of angle of each part, students? The angle formed by one complete rotation is 360 degree and measure of an angle of 20 equal parts is 180 degree, students. Next is our measuring an angle, students. The instrument used for measuring angles is called a protractor. The diagram on the right shows a protractor. It has a shape of semicircle and the angle at the center is divided into 180 degree. Now let's look at the note, students. The inner scale of the protractor is marked from 0 to 180 degree anti-clockwise. The outer scale of the protractor is marked from 0 to 180 degree clockwise. Each small division is 1 degree. This is the center mark, students. It is outer scale and this is inner scale. And this is a 0 line for inner scale. Now always note students, always use the scale with 0 degree on the arms of an angle. Using outside scale, this angle is 150 degrees students, and using the inside scale, this is angle CAB is 150 degree. Now to measure an angle less than 180 degree, what we will do students? Step 1 says that we have to place the center of the protector at the vertex of the angle, that is at the point A. Now make sure that 0 degree line of the protector is placed along with this arm AC students. Now then you will read the value of the protector as indicated by the other arm AB of the angle. So here the angle made angle BAC is of 60 degree. Now how we can measure angle greater than 180 degree students? Suppose you are required to measure angle X. This is our angle X students. What we will do? We will measure angle A. Then reflex is 360 is equals to A students. Now draw angles using protector. How we can draw an angle using protector students that measure 80 degree? In the step 1 we will draw any ray. Here we draw a ray OA students. After that we will place the protector with its center may fall on O point and the end point of the ray. Align the ray with the 0 mark students. After that, now one of the protector scales, the end point 0 of the ray will be the vertex of the angle. Now in step 3, we can use the scale on which the ray 0A aligns with 0 degree. We have to mark the point 80 degree. Then we will label here as B. Now this is our 80 degree students. Now what we will do? We will remove the protector and we will join B to O. Now angle AOB is 80 degree. Now observe the following angle students. Irrespective of the length, each angle is equals to here 90 degree. Always remember students, the side or arms of an angle are raised. So the length of the sides when you are drawing an angle, it does not affect whatever the measure of your angle is. Now let's look at the equal angles or congruent angles. When two angles have the same angle measure, we can see that they are equal. That is angle B is equals to angle E students. This means either can fit exactly over other angle. Practice time D students, you have to measure the angles with the protector. First one is very good students, 90 degree. That's how you have to solve it. Types of line. First one is a parallel lines. The lines on the same plane that never meet, or no matter how far you can extend them, they can never meet. So they are parallel lines. They are always at the same distance apart. The symbol is used for parallel to. The line XY is parallel to PQ and LM is parallel to AB. The following are the some of the representation of parallel lines in everyday life. For example, stumps of cricket, two rails of railway track, zebra crossing. These are examples of parallel lines. Next is our intersecting lines students. The lines that cross each other are called intersecting lines. For example, students, they are crossing at a point. In this figure, AB and CD are intersecting at point P. The following are some examples of intersecting lines or line segments like letter X, spokes of bicycle wheel, a crossing where two roads meet and cross each other. Next is our perpendicular lines. When two intersecting lines meet to form right angles, they are called perpendicular lines. They are indicated by the symbol a square corner in the diagram, and line AB is perpendicular to line CD is written in short as AB is perpendicular to CD. The letter L is an example of perpendicular line segments. So this is the symbol of it is perpendicular to. The letter L is an example of perpendicular line students. Let's look at practice time E. In the first one, we have to classify the line below as parallel, intersecting and perpendicular. First one is very good students, it is an very good perpendicular line. Next is our circles. A circle is a closed figure made up of curved lines. Take a quick recap of the study of circles in the previous class. Now let's look at the parts of a circle. Circumference is the distance around the circle. Radius is the distance between the center and any point on the circumference. So the plural of radius is radii, that is xy, xb. Diameter, this is the diameter students. The distance passing from a point of circumference to another point of the circumference passing through the center, and it is double the radius. So example is AXB is what students? It is the diameter. Next is chord. The distance between one point of the circumference to another point of the circumference, it may or may not pass through the center. For example, UV. This is a chord students. Arc, and a part of circumference of the circle is called an arc. It is named by 3 points. For example, students, RST. This is an arc students. Now let's draw a circle of radius 5 cm. Drawing a circle of radius 5 cm in step 1, we will take a sharpened pencil and a compass. Then we will fix the pencil in compass like this, students. After that, we will stretch the arms and adjust the opening between the point ends as shown in the figure 1, students. You will open it to the 5 centimeter. After that, you will keep the metal point fixed on the paper and then you will move this pencil arm around it. And here is a figure of circle of radius 5 centimeter. Now let's look at practice time math, students. In the first one, we have to answer the following questions. How many diameters can you draw in one given circle, students? Very good, that is infinite. Next is fill in the blanks and dash. Very good, students. An arc is named by 3 points. Next is you have to draw a circle with radius 4.5 centimeter. On it, mark and name. Then you have to name a chord, students. For example, this is a radius of 4.5 centimeter. Here you are drawing a circle and you can name it as a B. A, C, B is your chord, students. Now let's look at the checkpoint, students. In this one, what we have to do, fill in the blanks. Angles which are less than 90 degree in measure are called, very good, students, that is acute angles. In the next one, we have to name this angle. This is, very good, students, that is angle XOY. In this one, we have to solve the following. Can you fit two obtuse angle into single obtuse angle? No, students, you can't. In the next one, we have a colored cube and is cut into 64 smaller cubes. How many cubes you have to color on any of their angles? 56 cubes will have at least one face colored, students. So 24 have one face colored, 24 have two face colored, and 8 have three face colored, students. So 8 have none of the faces colored. Now in fifth one, we have to place a protector and measure the angle in the following and write the measures in this. Angle DAB. Angle DAB is of, very good, students, that is 90 degree. Next is, how many right angles are there in the given circle? How many are there? Very good, students, that is 4. In this one, you have to draw the circle with the help of compass, students. You will open a compass with 3 centimeter radius and then you will draw a circle from the center of it. That's how you can solve the remaining part, students. Now, I hope you have understood the chapter pretty well. You just have to practice exercise questions and don't forget to revise this topic again, students.